Great. I'm seeing some yeses. So let me go and start a little bit over. So sorry if I was talking, you guys weren't able to hear me. I'm Ashley. I'm with Fox 17 News' digital team. And right now, what we're going to go through is you guys' submissions to us. So one of the best parts of my job on our digital team, and also one of the most important, is you guys' submissions. I see that you guys are already commenting on how pretty the photos are, but also they really help with our reporting. The amount of tips that we've gotten from you guys, especially just today alone, that have helped us find areas with downed trees, areas with roads that may not be in the best shape, has really helped us guide our reporters to the areas that matter the most. So when you guys submit those photos, of course, as long as it's while you're safe, they really help us inform you where the news is, what to expect in terms of road conditions, safety, and all that great stuff. So when you guys submit stuff, always submit the stuff that's super, fun and cute, but we also really respect the ones that help us do better reporting. So this is going to be the submissions that we've gotten through the last couple days. So I know that there was a snow day yesterday, so I've seen a lot of that. I've seen a lot of snowmen and sledding, but I've also seen a lot of downed trees that I showed you a little bit before with that audio off, a lot of freezing rain examples that we'll kind of go through and kind of explain to you what's going on. So this first example right here that I was kind of showing before, but I don't think you guys could hear me, is absolutely hilarious. This little bird is stuck in his little birdhouse with icicles around it, and Derek Metzger submitted this and called it Icy Jailbirds, which I think is just so funny and so sweet. I hope that the bird can get out safely. Of course, I can imagine it can, but just is absolutely adorable. Great photo. Thank you, Derek. This next one is from Harold Peterson, and I was just kind of explaining how important it is to just be mindful when you're outside with downed trees, guys. The amount of freezing rain that I have seen really affect the trees in our area has been very, very high. So a lot of these trees with the thinner branches can so easily break off when there's any sort of ice on it. And up close, you can see that it looks so small, but in big amounts of ice on a tree, especially older, bigger trees like this, can make it topple right over just like Harold had. So he put in his caption, freezing rain caused a tree branch to fall on our house. Oh my goodness, I can only imagine how scary that is. I can imagine that it may even take a while for Harold and, if he has his family to expect people to come and help them out with this, because a lot of the emergency crews are being focused on intense situations right now. So we hope that everybody's okay after this picture, Harold. We're so sorry this happened. Hope everyone's safe. But this is a really good example of the amount of freezing rain that can look so small on each branch, but can really affect a tree totally. We have a great reel on our social media pages right now of one of our reporters, Chris Knowles, having an interview with somebody, and then we find out that midway through the interview that a tree almost falls right behind them, almost on top of them. Is very, very scary. I wish that we got an even wider shot of you guys could see how big that tree was, but it is very, very much a risk when you're walking outside. So just be mindful of trees, because it can happen when you least expect it, guys. Here's another submission from Ashley Hernandez. Just some more examples of falling trees with frozen rain on it. You can see how big this tree was, and it broke right there in the middle. Oh my goodness, here's another one from Ashley, and it looks like it fell right on the power line. And I've been seeing examples today, guys, of trees falling on power lines and them catching fire. How terrifying is that? If you see anything like that, make sure to report them to NES or any of your other local EMAs. I know that we were having some problems in terms of being able to report down trees or electric outages, but I think that they should all be working now. So you can go on our website, and we have our power story where you're able to see the current amount of outages, as well as the ways to contact your local emergency management companies to report things like this that are very important to report so they don't catch fire. So that's a really great example, Ashley. Make sure to stay away from there and report it for sure. Just some more examples of fallen trees. Let's see what else we got here. Oh my goodness. Okay, so we see Lauren Cook and her family enjoying the snow day. How sweet is that? Oh my gosh. I have not seen a baby so serene and ready to just relax and enjoy the snow and the cold outside. How adorable is that? And I can see absolutely how happy he is. You guys look great and so bundled up. I hope you guys have fun in the snow. If this is yesterday or today, stay warm and stay safe from the ice. Let's see what else we got here. Oh my goodness, who's this guy's name? So this is from Heather Casper. This is Stir Fry. Oh, is this the whole name? Is this his whole name? Stir Fry Esmeralda Denise, having the time of her life in the snow. What a name, if that is the whole name. But Esmeralda looks absolutely adorable. I love the little booties that you have on her too. That'll definitely keep her warm. That's great. I love those too for dogs, because then you don't have to worry about what's underneath the ground, right? In the snow, you never know if there might be something kind of dangerous to step on, especially with bare paws. So it's really important, especially if you're going to be taking your dog on walks that you're not super comfortable or familiar with, to keep their little paws safe. So that's great. How sweet is that? Let me look at the comments. Oh, I see Madison. You're saying that you posted a picture of your baby too. Oh, how great is that? So we might come up and see your baby, pop up on our recently added Chime In photos. We go through them as soon as possible to go through all the examples that we have. But we're going to be doing these streams for, I think, the next couple days with the weather. So you can definitely tune back in and see if we're able to look at your photo for sure. Here's an example from Kimberly Perry. Ice breaking trees all around our property. That's a beautiful photo, but also, like I mentioned before, you guys got to be careful when you guys are near these trees with the amount of freezing rain on them, because you never know when it's going to break off and cause, of course, damage to yourself, but also damage to your property. So it is absolutely pretty pictures like this, but just make sure to be careful, Kimberly, when you're outside, and try not to be too close to these trees. Okay, let's see what else we got. This is Brittany Rudd. So I actually saw Brittany send us a couple of photos, or a few photos from her neighborhood. So thank you so much. We love it when you guys submit batches of photos. So we're able to go through it and kind of see the different uses that we have for it. So I know that our weather team loves photos like this, or just extreme examples of freezing rain on branches, right? This is in Smyrna, she says. This happened today. What else we got? Yeah, like that is a great example of a broken off tree, right? It looks like it was just split in half, like someone just karate chopped it down the middle. Oh my goodness. And there wasn't a whole ton of wind with this storm, from what I understand. I mean, I can imagine some of the wind contributed to it, but I feel like a lot of the downed trees is just the ice. The heaviness of the ice has been really intense, guys. So keep sending us those photos. Gary Rich submitted this photo. He says this is a downed electric line and a tree on a car. Oh my goodness. So I'm trying to see which car it fell on. It might be this one over here. But yeah, and that power line has icicles all on it, but still not safe to be near, and definitely needs to be reported, guys. So that's a good picture, Gary. But make sure to stay safe when you submit photos. Like, oh, here's the one with the tree. Oh my goodness, how terrible is that? That is absolutely insane. It looks like this tree was almost like uprooted and taken onto the car, huh, guys? So it just shows how easy it is for these trees to fall. Very, very crazy stuff. Okay, let's see what else we got. Got a lot of down tree photos, which is great. It really helps us figure out what areas are most affected, and we can go and possibly send our reporters to check it out. Oh, what a crazy tree that looks like. So this is just backyard snow from Dan James. Very pretty, a lot of these tree photos that you guys have. I'm trying to see, oh, I was like, I feel like we have a pet coming up. I'm trying to remember which ones we put in order. But yes, so we also have our critters that are enjoying the snow from inside, right? I don't know how many of you guys have cats, or, even little ones that maybe not be ready for the snow, but are enjoying the conditions from inside the home. That's great. I love seeing photos of that, of people kind of just enjoying the snow from inside where it's all safe and sound and hopefully warm once you guys get your power back up, so you guys don't have to brave these conditions. Oh my gosh, what a handsome boy. This is our German Shepherd Kimber and Boston Terrier Roo, I guess that's coming up, enjoying the snow on Sunday. Or actually, let me double check and see which dog is which, huh? Oh my goodness. So there's Boston Terrier Roo, and this is Cabaret Dillenburg's doggies. Oh my gosh. So adorable. It looks like she's catching snowflakes on her tongue. Just adorable. I love how some people decide to make their pets warm. You see some people just putting them in like these giant sweaters, and then you see others putting them in more of the sporty stuff. And then I've seen people put like actual like sort of like toddler clothes to keep their little ones warm. It's just so sweet. I love seeing pet owners and parents just keep everybody all warm and safe. That is a postcard picture right there. That's almost like a Christmas card. That is so cute. Thank you. Okay, so this is from, I believe this is from our Fox 17's Tori Johnson, where she is showing her taking the ice off her car. So I wish I could show the sound. I don't know if you guys are able to hear it, but this is a lot of ice. I can imagine that it definitely wasn't just us wiping ice off our cars today, but the amount of ice that it took me personally for my Jeep Wrangler to get all the ice off took me around 20 to 30 minutes. It was pretty crazy with the heat going on, and a de-icer. So it takes a while to, you know, de-ice your car. Luckily it wasn't super duper cold outside, so I was able to bear it, but it takes a while to de-ice your car. So it looks like it's just falling off for Tori, which is good news. Okay, this is from Chelsea. Oh my goodness. A tree split open and took down a power line. Okay, well that just looks, that's another, you know, example right there of how scary the tree damage has been today, guys. Like that is absolutely crazy. Let's see what we got next. This is from Tina Hall. Oh, do we have another fur baby coming up? Oh, yes, it's Bentley. I think oh, is it just one photo? Okay, so adorable, so fluffy, so ready for the snow. I see the orange little sweater too, so sweet. Oh, Madison, you guys were able to hear it. Okay, that's great. So that's good to know that you guys can hear these videos. That's really good news. Okay, Gary Rich, some more fallen trees. Oh my goodness. So I would say if you don't have to drive, don't drive at all. And especially if it is necessary for you to drive and you see a road like this, don't even attempt to go around it, guys. Like this is definitely dangerous. This combined with the ice below that we probably can't see is very scary. I know a lot of the roads were slushy. I heard from some of our Fox 17 team members that came from around Sumner County and drove into town today, said that the conditions actually weren't that bad on the roads. A lot of the stuff was melted for now, but tonight when this freezes over, it can get kind of scary, guys. So make sure when you see streets like that to just avoid it at all costs if possible. Gary also submitted some photos of what looks like some frozen over areas of his neighborhood. Very pretty. Oh, some more fallen trees. It's a lot of trees that is fallen over and broken, guys. Great submission. So yes, another example of the scariness of fallen trees falling onto the road. Very intense stuff. Okay, we're going to do a few more here before we hop off. Let's see if we can get any others. Examples. Oh, it's a pretty example of freezing rain from Neat Clemens. Ice is everywhere from the yard to the street to the trees. From the yard / street to the trees. Okay, great. Yes. Yes. So much ice, so much snow. And it's going to get colder, guys. It was warmer today, but I think it's going to continue to cool down. So a lot of the stuff that was kind of slushy, expect it to freeze over. Just more from Neat Clemens. Thank you so much for these photos, guys. Oh my goodness. This is from Chase Boyd. This is Arlo and Juno playing in the snow. So cute. I'm so happy that you guys were able to enjoy that snow day. I'm glad that we were able to have a good snow. Oh my goodness. This is either Arlo or Juno. I want to say if I had to name him, I would definitely go with Arlo for this dude. And This is Chase's other fur baby here. Oh my goodness, just adorable. But I'm glad that we were able to enjoy the snow day, right? I hope that you guys enjoyed it and were able to go outside and enjoy it where you can. This is from Chris Hawk. They say that they still do have power. Hopefully I haven't jinxed my neighborhood. That's funny, Chris. I'm glad that you still have power. That's great. Pretty of you too. I'm glad that you're able to enjoy that from home. I see one of the comments here that we have from Crunch that says, any news on when power could be restored? This is a great question. So we've been following the power outages right now and that NES has been giving us updates on. So let me go and see how we're doing for power outages as of now. And then maybe I can pull it up on the screen and just show you guys at the end of looking at these photos to kind of update you. I don't know if you're in the area of Nashville Electric Service, but if you are, that covers most of the metro area, there is still quite a few outages. Like, I think that we are still in the 200,000s and it's going to take a while. I know that they have a lot of people working on it. I know that they upped the amount of individuals that they have looking at the cases that they are working on, but it is still taking a while. I think that the amount of damage and the amount of places that are experiencing problems with down power lines and things being frozen over, it's going to take a while, unfortunately. I don't know the exact time or the exact time period of how long it's going to take, but they are definitely working on it, and definitely it did work in our favor that today was a little warmer and some stuff did stop freezing so much. So hopefully by this evening, we'll have a better number to share with you. But as of now, a lot of Nashville is still without power, which is it can be very scary. I can imagine, without heat and without power, it can put a lot of us in scary situations. So just hang in there. Make sure to report what you haven't been able to report yet. And we will continue to give you updates from other emergency management companies as the evening goes on. But as of now, we're still at the amount that we've been for the last few hours of in the 200,000s of people who are without power. So I hope that answered your question. Yes, I'm seeing all these comments, and it is a very scary time, guys. And we just want you guys to stay safe, stay warm when you can. We also have on our site a list of shelters. So if you guys need any areas with warming shelters, I know even on Chime In, we have, people calling for help in terms of going through being without permanent housing. And we are here to support you in terms of giving you those resources for possible shelters. So please go to our website, find that shelter list. It should be on our main page. If not, I'll make sure it's on our main page. So you guys stay warm and safe, and we will continue to update you on things that are being fixed as they go on. I wanted to also show you guys this photo from Bobby Lay. I loved this photo that was submitted because it shows the amount of ice that we've gotten. This is easily an inch of ice. I would say even more. So thank you, Bobby, so much for submitting this photo and showing the power of the amount of ice and how things can freeze over, guys. That's pretty crazy. The amount that we've been able to get in this short amount of time. I can only expect that tonight will be very similar. This is from Jacqueline Franch. She took a very long walk today from Germantown to Capitol Hill and then Broadway, and she submitted some beautiful photos. So thank you so much, Jacqueline. This is the pedestrian bridge all snowed over, which is great. Really pretty photos. Of course, be safe when you guys are walking around from trees and ice and all that good stuff, but it is a very pretty sight in downtown Nashville, I'll say. Here's a view from Capitol Hill. Gorgeous. I think that I'm going to stop here, guys. And this is where I'm going to end our Chime In footage. But thank you guys so much for your submissions. Thank you so much for continuing to come to our coverage. I know that we've been trying to put as much out for you guys as possible, as many updates as soon as we get them. So continue to stick with us. Continue to submit stuff. I've been able to go through everything as well as the rest of our Fox 17 team. So it's been a pleasure talking with you guys and showing these wonderful photos, and we will stay with us. We will be going on air at 9 and continue to do these streams throughout the week, updating you on this weather coverage. So have a good one, stay safe, stay warm, and we will see you soon.